Yes, welcome to Reggae Sumfest 2020 in a different style. We call it the science and technology style. And you know, so when we talk about science, a whole heap of people go to think a different kind of science. But really now, this is the age of technology. And it is good to know that this can be broadcast all over the world, even though you're not present physically in the space. There's a lot of things that is confronting us now. And what is confronting us now is this so-called COVID thing and this so-called racism. But we know that racism is a disease where they are for centuries, and we still not get over it. Black people still don't understand how is it that them, after so much years, after so much profits, after so much eras, we still find ourselves a grumble for freedom and liberation and still about revolution. The thing is that we spend our time on revolt instead of we deal with a change. And that is all what revolution is all about, change. The first thing we have to do is start to figure out how we can change ourselves from the indoctrination that has been perpetuated for so much years against black people and the indoctrination that is perpetuated to white people, because not only black people get tricked, white people get tricked to believe that the history that them learn in them school and in them universities is true. But it's a whole heap of lie. And if you keep repeating a lie, it eventually becomes true. And we have to understand that ourselves. We have to understand now how we're going to get ourselves out of the disease and the scourge. We try it with the reggae music. The reggae music had the message, have the message, but some people not listening to the message, them dancing and singing and just going crazy and don't understand that that was what reggae music was all about. It was all about sending a message to the oppressed to raise up themselves from the downtroddenness and the degradation that them find themselves in. We must understand, just like Marcus Garvey said, if you have no confidence in yourself, you are twice defeated in the race of life. But with confidence, you have won even before you have started. Steve Biko come and say, the greatest weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. And that is where the problem there now. The problem there, our mind. So we hope that the music can present itself as a soothing method of understanding yourself, of securing yourself in a world that is jumping far ahead of it. Everybody gone, we over there, so we still there, try couple and a gobble with things. We have to wake up. We have to educate ourselves. And the only way we can educate ourselves is to find the humanity. The humanity that we search for is inside ourselves, in no sky. No guy not going to come out of no sky and save nobody. And we have to save ourselves. And if we don't do that, we're going to spend years that sing the same song, them and sing the same song, them, and I do the same thing. And if you keep repeating the same thing all the while, you're going to get the same result. So we have to know that. Reggae Sumfest, give thanks.